I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel. It's your girl, DYANAROZAY, and I'm here to bring y'all the latest on Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 10, episode 5, you guys. So come on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the family cookout. I appreciate every single one of you guys for joining me. I also need y'all to hit my like button and share the video, please and thank you. Also, hype me up. You are rocking with DYANAROZAY, you guys. We are here to talk about Angel, okay? Down goes Frazier and down goes Angel. My goodness, I have never seen anything like this. Please come in. If y'all can hear the sound of my voice, I also need to make sure y'all can hear me. I see a few of y'all, but go ahead, let me know. Drop your city, your state, your country, your island, wherever you are from, so that I can give y'all a shout out. I just need to make sure that you can hear the sound of my voice. Come on in, welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate y'all. Chat and take the poll at the top of the chat because we need to talk about Timo. Timo is a hot mess, okay? Not everybody knows what is going on with Timo. I see Gloria from St. Louis is in the house. What's up, Gloria? My day one. I appreciate you, cuz. Hey. I got another St. Louis sister in the house. Edna 787. What's up? Okay, listen. Come on in, y'all. Listen, this is my first question. When I say to my St. Louis crowd, it's getting hot in here, what's the response? It's getting hot in here. What do you say back? Put it in the chat right now. Come on. Everybody should know this. It's getting hot in here. What's the response? What's up, DC? Lady Lucy is in the house. Welcome. Nice to have you. I know y'all ain't gonna leave me out here. Come on. It's getting hot in here. What's up, Kansas City? What's up, girlfriend? Nice to have you. That's right. That is right, Gloria. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. I want to, yes. Okay, listen. That's why I said, do y'all think Timo have a quirky sense of humor or not? Because when Stacey was at dinner with him and she said it's getting hot in here, he did the Nelly song. He said, I'm not going to take off all my clothes. Nobody caught it. Oh my goodness. Anyway, poor Timo. He ain't getting the respect he deserved. He was just quoting Nelly in a backwards kind of way. But come on in, you guys. I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming over to the afternoon cookout. Okay. Y'all, we have a good time over here. Let me get my other video up. We have a good time over here. You finally, did y'all see it? Nobody caught it. Everybody's giving that man the blues. Everybody's giving that man the blues. What's up, Kansas City? I love you back, girl. Thank you, Jane, for coming in and supporting this afternoon. Okay, listen, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. We're gonna get to this review. I just thought the shit was funny. You got some corn on the cob? Okay. Listen, as long as you guys are helping out with the cooking, okay, because yesterday it was delicious. Everything was good. I was real happy to see the family turn out. Come on in. What's up? The Easy Way. Nice to have you. Texas is in the house. Keep your clothes on, everybody. From Lucy from Dallas, Texas, the Big D. Listen, nobody caught it, so I think everybody will keep their clothes on. I think everybody will keep their clothes on because I said he was quoting Nelly. We just didn't hear it. She was like, he has a quirky sense of humor. Y'all just don't get his humor. I think we're giving Stacey the blues, but y'all keep taking the poll at the top of the chat. Keep taking the poll, please, and thank you. Okay, hold on one second while I get my other stuff up. Come on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the DYANAROZAY show. I appreciate y'all. Come on in. We are here to talk about Miss Angel.
Up, looking for the broccoli. Hot key, keep a horn on me. That come on, see.
I didn't put the music on it. We are here to talk about Miss Angel and how she messed up. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You said you got the lyrics and you fell out laughing. Facts. That's what I said. I said everybody should know these damn lyrics, and nobody knew. That's an insult to Nelly, okay? To Nelly and the Saint Lunatics. Everybody should know that by now. They were the bee's knees. Okay, come on in. All right, let's get to it, y'all. So it picked up exactly where it left off. I got 42 of y'all here watching. Please hit my like button, share the video, and hype me up, okay, while we talk about, while we gossip about this show. Anyway, they are still outside having dinner, child, and it picked up exactly where it left off. Ashley tries to bust Stacy out by asking her, aren't you, trying to talk to somebody that's on the Redskins? And Stacy is giving like she's kind of squinting a little bit like, bitch, please. But Wendy, who is sitting right beside her, Wendy is cackling, okay? I mean, just laugh out loud cackling, which the kind of cackling where you're like, girl, calm your ass down. But she doesn't say anything rude. Stacy tries to keep it classy, okay? But yeah, Stacy said, listen, me and Chris are just friends. He's a good friend of mine. And then she proceeded to get her ass caught in a lie. Because after saying that he was a good friend, then why didn't you have his number? Why did you need a mutual to, be the connect between the two of y'all? You could have just slid into his DMs if he was a good friend and he would have responded to you there. But then Giselle really popped your ass when she said, do you know his wife or his ex-wife who he was married to for, I believe, damn near 12 years, okay, who he has 3 babies by? And she said, no, we've never met. We've never met. She said, I know that y'all know her, though. You know her. And if I get a chance to meet her, then I will, which was just a classy way of saying, so the fuck what? Okay, you're not scaring me by throwing Monique's name up in this mix. Chris Samuels is divorced. I was divorced. Okay. I just wanted to see what was cooking, good looking. Okay. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Stacy acts like she's kind of slow. Stacy really does put on an act. I think she's a lot quicker than she leads on. But I think what she likes to do is just, give the girls not too much so that they don't fight her all the time. But as soon as Ashley said Redskins, you could see it all over her face. She knew exactly what was coming down the pipe, but she was just like, okay, like, what's the big deal? I'm single. He was single. Okay, so what is this about? And the real clue was when she said, when what's her name said, when Giselle said, do you know his ex-wife? And she said, I don't. I said, that is exactly how you clean a bitch up. I don't know her. You do. But if we get a chance to meet, cool. Y'all don't scare me with this, do you know his ex-wife shit? I said, there you go, Stacy. Bravo. Okay. Don't let them hoes, scare you. Now, this is the other place. I will say Stacy messed up just a little bit here when she said that Chris Samuels lied on her. She said, look at me. Chris Samuels lied about, trying to push up on me. And I said, Stacy, Chris Samuels is the most eligible bachelor in Potomac. Chris Samuels is the most eligible bachelor in Potomac. And the second that story had hit People magazine, I bet you all kinds of women was in that man's DMs talking about, can I come by and pray with you? I got some food. Can I bring some food by? Whatever the things that single ladies say in order to get that new man, okay? Portia. Portia, what is it that people say when they slide into them DMs when you hear there's a bachelor on the loose, okay? A rich one. Anyway, she lied about that. Now, I will say that because I was like, ooh, you might not want to say that. But otherwise, everything else was on point. I was like, those girls don't need to be all up in your business. And then she threw her ring up and said, by the way, me and Timo are back together. I'm working things out with my husband. So all the shit y'all heard in the streets, go on ahead and ignore it. Stop trying to throw it in my face. I don't believe it. Okay. Come on in. I know my best friends. Stacy likes to tease the room. That is true. Listen, I didn't give Stacy enough credit before. Stacy deserves her flowers. Stacy deserves her flowers out of all the people. Out of all the people on this show, when they come on their first season, Stacy's the only one who's playing it right. Don't give them too much because they will drag your ass for filth, okay? Yes, girl. Now, this is what I heard. Didn't Portia, when she climbed into Simon's DMs, did she say, I'm so sorry to hear what happened. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. You can, I bet you $1 million, and I ain't even got that, okay? That Stacy probably would have done the same exact shit, or all the women in Potomac who was looking for their next lick, they definitely did it. Giselle would have done it if she didn't know Monique and Chris personally, period. Okay. I love how Stacy is handling them. She has skills. She has skills, y'all, I promise. Anyway, after all of that, not to mention the fact, I just want to put this out here too. Just last week, when Stacy was asked to shake her ass, Stacy stood up and went like this, okay? Her head was bobbling back and forth. No ass was shaking, no nothing else, child. And she said, am I doing it right? Chris ain't fooling with you. Not at all. Okay? Come on in. Stacy, stay off Google. The cell phones of the NFL men. What? Do know the photo was a smear. Okay. Andre is in the house. Welcome to the cookout, Andre. I appreciate you for coming in and supporting, babe. I love to see all of y'all here. Okay. But anyway, after all of that happens, Angel chimes in. Angel doesn't know Chris either, but she chimes in and was like, he's not even like that. And then her ass got hemmed up in confessional when the producers were like, so tell us about you and Chris. And she was like, oh, well, I really, my husband is the one with the relationship, and he met him back in the Alabama days because they were scouting and they wanted to bring him in. Girl, you shouldn't act like you knew the tea. You should have just stayed quiet. But Angel's going to get more. We're going to talk a little bit more about her in a minute. Anyway, after that happened, and I do appreciate that Stacy kept it classy, they all get up and goes to Giselle. Actually, no, my bad. After all of that was said, Stacy said, y'all love trying to make me out to be someone I'm not. And I don't know what it is, but I am always going to stay me. And I like that too, because Stacy was letting them hoes know, you're never going to get me out of character. You're never going to let me be someone I'm not supposed to be for you. I love that part because we all know that Angel has flipped flop like a mother. Okay. Stacy is stiffer than a wood plank. Stacy is stiffer than a wood plank. She needs to put some of that Detroit sauce in them hips. Baby, I rewound the scene where they told Stacy to shake her ass. When Stacy went like this, I went, Stacy, that's not your ass. Girl, I rewound that scene like 15 times. Anyway, after Stacy let the girls know, you ain't going to make me be whatever it is y'all trying to define me as. You get me, and if that's not enough, oh well. Anyway, Angel said, I know exactly what you're talking about, okay? Wendy says to Ashley that Ashley's playing Captain Save-A-Ho. We was talking about Giselle and her football player, and you tried to cut into this conversation and throw this shit out here about Chris Samuels, and we all know better. So don't do that no more, okay? Now everybody goes into Giselle's room where they decide to celebrate Wendy's birthday. And if y'all did not know, I am a cake lover. That is my weakness. And they had a multi-layered chocolate cake with some sort of chocolate buttercream on the inside and then a strawberry buttercream on the outside. It looked absolutely phenomenal. But they were serving that up for Wendy's birthday along with a little champagne. So that was a good part for me. But anyway, while all this is going on and they're saying happy birthday to Wendy, Kay is mean mugging everybody on the sidelines. I mean, literally sitting there squinting, looking at each and every single one of them like, this bitch and she's phony and this is fake. And I kept saying, Kay, you done got called out so many times. I don't know if Kay really just has a bad memory. Maybe she does, where she doesn't remember the shit she says about people and it's getting her caught up real bad. Girl, you got to get on the ginkgo biloba, whatever that shit's called. Get on something because it is making you look awful this season, okay? But she is sitting over there mean mugging and she can't even take it. She can't even get her check. She tells everybody, I don't feel well. I gotta go. Okay, I'm about to bring this whole party down. I gotta go. Okay, and she leaves, but she leaves her good friend Angel in the room. Thank God, because now people get to see a little bit of Angel without Kay, who is just in a bad space. Okay, but anyway, the girls start playing a game, truth or dare. And if I guess you choose the dare, you got to drink the tequila. Okay, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Angel and Jazzy are married to men in the NFL. That's true. That's true. That's why I appreciated that Stacey knew when to shut the F up. Okay, because there was way too much there where people could have called her ass out. But she went quiet when she was supposed to. Welcome to Deidre Keys. Lady D Keys, if y'all remember from back in the day, she has a YouTube channel. Please give her a follow and a watch over there. But I appreciate her for coming through and modding for me. Okay, welcome to the cookout, girly. Kay and Angel are irking me with that ear energy. Okay, so listen, they start playing this truth or dare game. And like they always do, Ashley has to ask which one of the ladies would like to swim in the lady pond. And Wendy piped right on up, child, and said, child, I was attracted to this stripper at whatever club. I guess it's some place that's pretty popular over there in the Baltimore area. But she said, I was attracted to this woman. There was just something about her, like she's been there multiple times just to look at this lady. And she said she had braces and everything. And when she said the braces part, Ashley goes, and then she stopped herself like, bitch, you know what? I should know better than to ask Wendy anything, okay? Dr. Wendy, you get over yourself. You are not the face of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Yeah, so she makes that comment, which I thought was, I appreciate Wendy wanting to be a team player, but sometimes Wendy gives too much, especially with this, I don't know, this bi attraction. Just, girl, calm down. Every once in a while, it's okay to be quiet. But even from that, we get Tia, the other Nigerian princess. I think she's a real princess, though. But Tia said, listen, if she ever saw Rachel Maddow in these streets, she could get it. Okay. So she starts talking about her girl's crush or her women crush with Rachel. We're moving along. Anyway, after that, Wendy ends up asking Angel if there was anyone in the group that she would want to unalive right now. Who would it be? Okay. And Angel did not hesitate, okay? She did not hesitate to call out Giselle Annette Graves Bryant, okay? She gave her full damn name. Giselle Annette Bryant, baby. She would be out of here, okay? Michael Myers ain't got nothing on me. I would literally take Giselle out. And Giselle's like, me? For what? Why me? Okay? But she couldn't even get an explanation out because everybody in that group stood to their feet and started rah-rah, okay? Go ahead, Angel, high-fiving her, cheering her up, cheering her on, basically saying we all have wanted to take Giselle's ass up out of here. Anyway, that brings everybody gets happy about that. Giselle actually was a good sport or good enough, considering everybody was cheering for her to be unalived. But she said it is what it is. They all made jokes, laughed about it. Every single one of those ladies ended up leaving the room because Giselle said, enough of that. Y'all can all go. Y'all can all go back to y'all spots. But they ended up leaving the room hugging each other. Everybody was hugging. Everybody was having fun. Even Angel goes over and hugs Giselle as if this is the icebreaker. We don't have to revisit any more moments. This is going to be the next good moment. And I do want to say this. Giselle has gone out with her football playing boyfriend, with Angel and her husband. So they have had some interactions with each other outside of filming. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Anyway, after they do all that craziness, they leave the room, right? I think even Wendy makes a comment like, I like this Angel. Angel, when she is not shoulder to shoulder with Kiara, this is a different Angel. I fuck with this Angel. You know what I'm saying? But everybody was like, I really like her. I really like this version of Angel. And she seemed to be having fun. She seemed to be having fun. She seemed to be interested in hanging out with the girls. Anyway, after she leaves the room, y'all, it's the next morning. The next morning where everybody really should be in good spirits because, you know, they all left laughing and giggling and hugging each other and saying, let bygones be bygones. But when Giselle goes to visit Angel at her house or the place she's staying, her little villa, Kay is in the room, and Kay says to Angel, you know, I know you still upset about what happened with Giselle last night. I don't like that trick either. You know, so they're having their little bonding moment about Giselle. And when Giselle walks into the room, she's like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not expecting to get negativity. But Kay said, oh, girl, we was talking about you and it wasn't good either. And Giselle's like, okay, like, well, what happened? What is it? She said, I'll let Angel tell you what's up. And Kay walks out the room. Now, I was actually, when I first saw this scene, I was thinking, I understand why Angel would still be mad. But actually, I had to go back and look at the other scene. I really think that they all thought that the beef was squashed. So to see Angel sitting in that seat, before she even gets to the seat, though, she goes and grabs a napkin. Giselle thought she was leaving the room like, well, did you want to talk to me? Angel said, yeah, I'm just getting a napkin. She said, okay. And she sits in front of Giselle. And she said, Giselle, I expected better from you. And Giselle said, oh, okay. Oh, Lord, child, what? And she starts explaining, I thought you was going to be my big sister. I really had all these expectations for you. And Giselle literally turns into, like she usually does, a pompous ass white man. Giselle has the gall of a white man, of a rich, pompous white man, seriously, where she'll sit there and listen, and then she will gaslight the out of you. And that's exactly what she did. She said, okay, girl, let me just say, I didn't realize that this upset you to this degree. And then Angel's wiping her face. She's wiping tears. She said, oh my God, are you crying? Like Giselle is like really on edge. But at one point, she literally sticks her tongue in her cheek like, I'm tired of this hoe. Did y'all see that shit? Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hit the like button and share this video. You said, usually I don't care for Giselle, but she's really not this bad, not that bad this season. I have to say, I said the same thing. I said, wait a minute. I understand why Giselle is giving the look. Let me put the screen back up here. When she stuck her tongue in her cheek, like, girl, what are you doing right now? Because she really did think that the beef was squashed. She's bringing this all up again the way, I don't know, maybe it's the pregnancy hormones. I don't want to give Angel too much. I know this is her first season, but considering old girl came on her first episode and said, I'm unfuckwittable. You're never going to play me ever. This is her conversation with Kay. It's disappointing that she actually is very much
fuckwittable. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Anyway, while she's doing all this, Giselle is trying to be cool. But at the same time, she's like, I'm not going to take all this back on. I'm just not. She said, I love you. I think you're a good looking woman. Okay, the filter did catch me off guard. She said, I didn't body shame you. Okay, I wasn't talking about your body. I was talking about the filter on that face. Girl. Anyway, Angel said her face, her body is her currency. Right now, she has given all of herself. She's a little stretched out of proportions because she's had 2 babies. And she expected more from Giselle, and she wants Giselle to be on her P's and Q's because she can't take it. Really, is what she's saying. Okay, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate y'all. 68 of y'all here. Hit the like button and share the video. Also, if y'all missed any of my previous RHOP reviews for this season, there is a playlist for it, so make sure y'all keep up with it, okay? You can catch the other foe, because pretty much everything I said about these ladies have been exactly on point. Everything, okay? But anyway, Giselle said, I'm hungry. Do you want to go to breakfast or not? Okay, because I'm about to get up from here. I am not going to dwell on this. You're not going to make me the evildoer. We squashed this last night when you said that you wanted to Michael Myers me. I'm done with it. She said, can I give you a hug? She said, no, I'm not ready for a hug right now. She said, okay. And then Giselle played her and said, I know you said you didn't want a hug, but she walked up to her and did a tap, tap, tap motion on her shoulders. And she said, I'll catch you at breakfast. You is coming to breakfast, right? Okay, see you then. And she went on down. She was like, girl, I ain't giving you no more. I'm not giving you any more than this. I apologize to you. But if you can't take this little bit of tomfoolery, you might not be the person for this group at this given time. Okay, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't feel that Angel articulated her hurt well from what was shown, so she switched up and it was jarring. Okay, when Angel made the comment, and then we get the back photo of Angel from, I guess, her BT days or wherever she was from. I think Angel's pretty now. I think Angel is a beautiful woman. When they do the flashback of her husband, I was like, what is going on? I don't want to see her husband involved in these crazy conversations. I just think that she might be a little more sensitive than she needs to be. And I would rather her say that. Y'all know what? I just had a baby. I'm a little more sensitive than I would be normally. Say that, but don't act like this little petty shit is really bothering you. I don't know. That's my opinion. She is a beautiful woman. She knows that. Giselle is a beautiful woman. She knows that too. And all you have to do is say, Giselle, some of them outfits and them wigs that you wear and still wear aren't always up to par either, bitch. You need a filter. That's it. Y'all got to have snappy comebacks to be on these shows. You can't just be up here allowing people to attack you and cry as a grown woman. It doesn't work. Anyway, Giselle ends up going outside to meet the rest of the girls for breakfast. This is her trip, and she wants to make sure everybody's having a good time. But she also lets Kay know, girl, I just left your friend. She's still in there, sniffling and wiping her face from her tears. If you wanted to catch up with your friend and make sure that she's okay. Kay said, I know she's upset. And she went over to talk to Ashley, and she's complaining to Ashley, oh my goodness, because she's another one, and she's not even pregnant. But she's another one out here saying, listen, I don't like Wendy. I don't like Jazzy. I don't like Giselle. That's the reason why I had to leave the dinner last night. And everybody's a mean girl and everybody's a this. Ashley's listening, but why is she telling this to Ashley unless she wants her to go back and tell Giselle? Everybody knows that Ashley does not keep secrets. She just can't. Come on in. Welcome to the chat, y'all. While she's doing that, Giselle is over there telling the rest of the group. Angel is in there breaking down about the shit that we talked about at dinner. Okay. Wendy said, listen, I'm tired of the sad sister duo. I'm tired of it. That girl was just fine last night, right after Kay left. And then she leaves your room, goes and talks to Kay. And now the bitch is upset again. Why is she letting that girl ruin her mood? We can't be responsible for everybody else's prickly ass feelings. Okay, come on in, welcome. Angel needs to give it back to them in a fun, cute way, like Tia does, like Tia, like Stacy, like she has an example, but she is allowing Kay to mess her mood up. I don't get it. Why is it that everything that Wendy says always seem to scrutinize? Her saying that she was attracted to a woman is her truth, but it's okay for Tia to say that she was attracted to Rachel Maddow. So I don't know if you came in late, but I said this appears to be Wendy's story every time. If you remember, she was grinding, humping, and bumping on Mia, and then also saying how Giselle could get it if, you know, whatever. So my point was, again, I don't know how long you've been following me. On these RHOP trips, it seems like every time the girls go on a trip, they're always talking about who can lick the kitty. And I'm tired of it. Okay. And if you want to throw Tia in there, she can be thrown in there too. I don't care. I'm just sick and tired of these ladies turning gay every time they go on a girls' trip. It's okay to not do that. It's okay not to do that either. That's my personal feeling. But we've heard enough of Wendy talking about how every time she goes someplace, there's a girl that can get it. That's what I've noticed on this show. Okay. I don't know if y'all haven't paid attention to it, but she opens her mouth and says it every time. Could Eddie please be more of her situation, more of the things she talk about? I don't know. Okay. Thank you. Clock it. Clock it. That girl telling us that she goes to a strip club to see her girl crush is wild to me. I don't know. I've gone on a lot of girl trips. I've not had those conversations. But if that's the new way of things, cool. Cool. Okay. Some of y'all may remember it. Some of y'all may be new to the show, but Wendy talks about that quite a bit. Anyway, Wendy makes the comment that she's tired of the sad sister duo and that she's not going to be catching everybody's feelings. She don't feel like she needs to be responsible for that, and that Angel needs to just clean herself up and start walking on her own 2 feet. Anyway, Angel ends up joining everybody for breakfast. In her huddle, she lets the girls know that she talked to her husband about what happened, what Giselle said about her the night before, and he almost caught a private plane to come get Giselle. And then you hear him say, Giselle's almost 60 years old. What's going on, right? I wish that it didn't go that far. I hate when the husbands get involved. But she brought him in. I know that he needs to make her feel better. I just don't want to hear her say that he was going to catch a plane for Giselle. That doesn't seem right. He's a big football player, child. As you said, he was a starter for 10 years. We don't need him threatening Giselle, even on the sly. Don't do that. That's my opinion. Okay, come on in. Welcome, 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 child. It's still the cookout. Y'all are, please grab anything you like to enjoy. I'm sorry. I'm just telling y'all what I saw. Angel's what? Going to go after Giselle in episode 6? We shall see. Anyway, Giselle ends up chartering a tour off the island. I guess she wants the ladies to, see what's going on around town. And while the ladies are in the tour bus or the van, they are singing and bonding. Whoever is driving, I guess he's a really good singer. And Wendy makes a joke that she'd like to hear a man with that type of voice sing a Roberta Flack song as opposed to Ashley. The nerve and the gall of Ashley to sing Roberta Flack. Okay. The producers ends up putting up a tweet that said, lock Ashley's ass up right beside Karen for trying to sing Killing Me Softly. Nobody wants to hear Ashley sing. Now, while the ladies are, I think they're about town. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got 70 of y'all here. 70 of you guys are here. Hit the like button and share the video. While the ladies are about town, they're doing a tour for Alexander Hamilton's home. Wendy makes another snide remark or crack about friendship, saying that, some people smile in your face while at the same time plotting to take you out of this life. She was making a little remark toward Kay. Kay caught it and said, nobody gives a shit. Okay, I don't care about Wendy. These two don't like each other, and it's clear. Jazzy and Angel have a little talk where Angel says, listen, I am a true blue wag. I am a true blue wife of a football player, and I want to get to know you better, take you under my wing, just like I've done for all the rest of the girls, okay? Apparently, Angel wants to play like she's Kelly Pitts from the game. What was that group called? The Sunshine Girls, whatever it is. But she said, I want to take you under my wing. I want to show you the ropes, just like I do for all the other football girls, all the other wags, okay? Jazzy says to Angel, we had a really good time last night, okay? But first of all, let me say this. It was actually Angel who said that last night she wasn't herself. I wasn't myself last night. I know that you guys caught on. Jazzy looks at her and says, actually, you were real fun. I enjoyed hanging out with you. You was laughing and hugging and all that stuff. Are you mean to tell me that wasn't yourself? Angel said, no, that wasn't me. That's not the real me. And literally, Jazzy ends up saying, I think that we are being catfished with Angel's personality, not her face, her personality. I don't know which Angel I'm going to get. At this point, she needs to disconnect herself from Kay altogether. Okay? Come on in, everybody. Hit the like button, share the video. I need to disconnect myself from Kay's ass, or she needs to disconnect herself from Kay's ass altogether, because that girl truly doesn't know who the hell she is at any given point. Anyway, we get a flashback of Angel going to talk to Kay after she left Giselle's room, after they left the party for Wendy. And that's where Kay spills all of her annoyances with the group. I can't stand any of these ladies. Okay, Giselle is this, Wendy is that, and the other. Angel was agreeing with everything she said. Wag is Angel's personality. Is this the wag personality girl? Because she does have a split personality. Anyway, she said that she couldn't stand any of the girls, Kay. That's what Kay is pouring out to Angel. And Angel said, I can't stand any of them either. The only person I mess with is you. The sunbeams. Okay, that's what I said, the sunshine something. But girl, I said, oh, Angel is trying to be Kelly Pitts from the game. She's trying to be Kelly Pitts for sure. We don't need this. We don't need this here, Angel. I'm so sorry. This doesn't exist in this RHOP world. But anyway, after production blast Angel out, now everybody is congregated again in one of these rooms. And Wendy said, listen, we didn't get a chance to hear about Giselle and her football player, and I want to know more about it. So Ashley, could you please shut the hell up? And then they start drilling Giselle. Has he met your kids? Have you had sex with him yet? Have you done this? Have you done that? Giselle answers a few of the questions, and then she shuts up about everything else. Anyway, in my opinion, Giselle's almost 60 years old. She don't care about trying to get married again. What she does care about is how she passed the rest of her time and enjoying her life. That is where she is. You can tell her daughters are gone from her home. She's trying to leave something behind for her daughters. That's it. Everybody else is just passing the time for her, and good for her, because she's still a pretty girl. She still can get whoever she wants out here in these streets, old or young, it does not matter. So good for Giselle. But they're in there talking about it. And anyway, Angel pipes up to tell the girls that her husband has dropped a cool $5,000 on her so that they can go shopping. And everybody's like, really? Really? Why would he do that? I think Ashley even asked, for what? Why would he do that? Which might sound like jealousy a little bit, but I'm going to tell y'all something. This is what I was getting from that moment. Angel's entire identity, and Giselle clocked it too, but I went, Angel only seems happy when she's talking about her husband. Maybe that's what you meant by she has this wag personality. She only feels happy when she's talking about her husband. She doesn't seem to have anything else going on for herself, even though she told us she had like 18,000 businesses, that she was a very busy woman. We were all trying to hear about that part of Angel. I don't need to know the ins and outs of business. I just need to know what makes you tick. And what makes you tick is what that man is doing. When you are talking about his successes, his accomplishments, you perk the hell up. You never talk about what makes you, what you're doing that perks you up. So now she's like, he's gave me $5,000 and it's to buy artwork and this in town. So I can't wait to go shopping. And everybody else who's sitting there like, well, girl, we got our own $5,000. Where's your 5,000? Not that your husband's money can't be your money, but why would that be an announcement? And Giselle clocked it and she said, we're all bad bitches because of the stuff we got going on. What makes you a bad bitch? And she ain't lying. That girl only perks up when she's talking about Bobby. He's a good looking man. I'm not going to lie. And it's great that he gave you money, but not in this group. Okay. Not in this group. These girls got their own money. Angel and her husband's money speak for itself. You really don't have to speak about it. I will give you this. You don't have to speak about it. I would rather her talk about the $7 million home she's trying to build than say, Bobby sent me 5,000. Don't do that. She's definitely on the wrong show. Yet WAG is her personality. So it's mainly her husband's personality. Okay. And when she's around Kay, it's Kay's personality. So that's what it's giving. I agree with y'all. I said the same thing. I said, this is Angel's problem. Angel doesn't have a personality. Angel only talks about her husband's accomplishments. That's it. That's the only thing that perks her up. Anyway, y'all know Giselle is a little bit of a master psychologist. So when she starts seeing holes in these girls, even if she doesn't say anything to you right then and there, she is definitely going to file it away for later. She's filing it away for later because you either know how to be a part of this show or you don't. Giselle is her own little mini producer and she will get on these girls' ass if they don't give. And she doesn't even give that much, but y'all know what I'm saying. Anyway, Tia talks about how her family did not like that her husband is American. She tells the girls a little bit about that. My husband is American. Her family, or her Nigerian family, wanted her to marry someone within the culture. And she also said that her children may be a little bit too westernized. And if she took them back to Nigeria, the elders would think that they were disrespectful, okay? Too quick with their tongues and disrespectful on how they speak to the elders. Because she said they've even called her bro before. And she said, I had to tell them, Mom, you address me by mom. Girl, I don't know how that happens. I've never called my mama bro. The honeymoon phase does this. Is she in her honeymoon phase? Do y'all know how long Angel has been married to her husband? Let me know. I know she just had her second baby, but I thought that they were married for a little bit. Tell me if y'all know in the comments. Anyway, now the ladies are at this flea market in town, right? When they get there, Wendy kind of gets sick. She says she thinks she has a flu. So she tries to step away from the group. I think they actually put her in one of the production vans with the air conditioning so that she can get away from everybody and regroup. While they're inside, Angel is texting her husband and she sends him a text that just gives the 3-letter word, okay, the X. And he responds back to her. He's trying to flirt with her and make her feel better. But he says, child, when you get home, I'm going to get you pregnant again, okay? And everybody thought that was a little cute and funny. Ashley actually looked like she might have been a little jealous by it because she looks around. And I wanted to say, I was waiting for somebody to say to Ashley, but I don't think anybody was in the room to do that. That was you and Michael when y'all first came on the show. Y'all used to be so ignorant and inappropriate, and every 5 seconds letting people into your business that y'all was doing the do, okay, getting your little quickies in. But that was you. And in fact, I would say that you and Michael were much worse. But Ashley is catching feelings around Angel and, you know, her man having these moments, these texting moments. But Ashley actually decides to stir the pot a little bit, and she tells Stacy, why don't you send Timo a text? Maybe Stacy offered, I don't know, but Ashley definitely said, please do. We need to see what you and Timo have going on. So that's when Stacy sends the same exact text to Timo, who answered back very quickly. He said, child, do you want it? Is that what you're sending to me? And she responded back, yeah, I want it. She thought that he was going to say fly home or something like that. But he ended up telling her, I think you have the wrong number. He said, I think you have the wrong number. That's why I asked y'all to take that poll at the top, because I wanted to know, do y'all think he just have a quirky sense of humor, or do you think that him and Stacy are really two ships in a night? Okay, let me see what y'all said before I give you my answer. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me get the screen up here. He told her, I think you have the wrong number, and that embarrassed the hell out of Stacy. Stacy didn't know she was coming or going. Okay, hold on. I'll put it on the screen so y'all can see it. So I asked y'all what if you believe that Stacy's husband was quirky, or if you believe that she was in a relationship by herself. And it's close, actually. 41% of y'all said that y'all believe that he has a quirky sense of humor. 46% said that you thought she's in a relationship by herself. And then 12% of y'all said that you was removing a wasp hive, okay? So yes, I don't know. I think that he just has a quirky sense of humor. If he's quoting Nelly, getting hot in here, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes, I think that's just a sense of humor. I think that he probably realized Stacy made him a part of filming and said, wrong number, bye bitch. That's what I think happened. But anyway, it was funny. Stacy got played. She tried to tell the girls that her husband just has a quirky sense of humor. Ashley ran out of that damn store so fast to tell Giselle what was going on. Child, it was embarrassing. It was more embarrassing that Ashley went to spread the tea. But by the time she got down them steps, Stacy was on Ashley's heels, and she said, stop talking about me. So you could tell it bothered her just a little bit. Stop talking about me. If my husband said that, I would go to you would go to St. Louis on him, child. Girl, that was funny to me. I thought it was hilarious. Everybody just got real embarrassed for Stacy. Stacy didn't know how to play it off. She said, well, me and my husband, we've been trying, because when we first went our first round of marriage, it was always about home and our daughter and work. We didn't have a lot of time to be playful with each other. So that's what she is saying right now. Come on in, hit the like button, share the video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh well, poor Stacy. That was the first time that I actually saw her bothered in a way that she has not been before. But I think that she doesn't like Ashley very much, and she has good reason, child. Anyway, now we are at the last scene. And I am going to need Kay to watch this scene. I know y'all are done taping, but watch this scene and do all the stuff you're supposed to do to help your brain, okay? Crossword puzzles, Sudoku, whatever it is, do it, because you have a horrible memory, and your horrible memory is getting your ass in a sling. You have to have one of the worst relationships on this show, and it's all because you don't remember what you say. You don't remember what you say. And it started from episode 1. We are on episode 5. Okay. But the group are together again. They are at dinner. One of the chefs said, listen, I've been assigned to your table. I'm going to make all of my food. I'm going to make everybody's food at this table for you. Okay. Come on in. Welcome, welcome. Queen T, nice to have you. And Kay ends up, well, first they rehash Angel. Angel rehashes everything that was going on between her and Giselle. She says she's better now, but she just had to get a moment out where she told Giselle her feelings. Fine. Okay. But she says she's better now. Kay ends up rehashing the hurt that she experienced with Jazzy. She said, Jazzy repeating what I told her in confidence. She's repeating what I told her in confidence about Wendy. She said, that really hurt my soul. I have a problem with that. Jazzy said, bitch, you did the same exact thing to me. I told you things in confidence about my relationship, my fiance, his children, and you repeated it. Kay said, I didn't do that. When did I do that? And everybody at the table literally put their drink down and they are looking at Kay like, bitch, are you cool? Okay, come on in. Some CBD oil. Child, whatever it is, I felt bad for her. I was like, she got to get on something. She's too young to be experiencing this kind of memory loss. But they all go, well, you did say it. You were talking about the girls, the fiance having kids on Jazzy. Jazzy reminds her, you said that he had 2 kids on me. And then she started repeating the exact words she said. Production rolls back the damn footage. Kay said, oh, okay, so he didn't have 2 kids. He had 1. So on top of saying you don't remember, you're still pouring salt on the wound when this girl is trying her best to get over the broom, child. She's trying to jump the broom in a few days and you still playing with her. Anyway, Jazzy said, listen, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Are you jealous or not? What is this? Why aren't you happy for me? I know you got some problems with your relationship, but you are taking this shit out on me and I don't appreciate it. Anyway, Kay ends up doubling down saying, you made this threat saying that I said something about Wendy and I didn't say anything about Wendy. And if I did, you need to remind me because I don't know. You're going to have to say it. Jazzy said, is that really what you want, bitch? Is that really what you want for me to repeat what you said about Wendy? And Kay still looks confused as fuck, okay? When Jazzy goes into confessional, the producer said, on a scale of 1 to 5, what the hell did Kay say about Wendy that was so bad? Like, how do you think Wendy would be affected on a scale of 1 to 5? Jazzy said about an 8.5. It was pretty bad. How much y'all want to bet that it probably has something to do with that damn robbery? How much you want to bet that Kay said something out of pocket and she doesn't remember that she said it? And the craziest thing about Kay not remembering what she said, she be really dropping dirt. Like she really says crazy shit. You tell somebody you chin checked them. You don't remember saying it. You don't remember saying it. That's impossible. You tell somebody out and say, child, your fiance had 2 kids on you and you stole that man from his other family and you don't remember saying that. That is wild to me. Anyway, that's pretty much how it ends with production asking Jazzy if she's going to tell it. Jazzy said, not right now, but I will. The bitch pushed me. Okay, so we'll get to see if she calls it out. If she calls it out next week. But outside of that, that was it, y'all. Anyway, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this about a 7. I sure do hate that my girl Angel just went out that bad. I was not expecting that at all. But I am going to say she did just have a baby. And I know that those hormones are scattered, okay, when you have a baby. I just wish that there was more people around her that could help steer a clearer path. Somebody needs to be telling her child it's just the hormones or whatever so that she can have a better understanding. Oh, because that's not happening. And unfortunately for Kay might have gotten herself kicked off the show this season because she's not good TV. She's not good TV at this moment. But that's it, y'all. That was the show. Anyway, I appreciate everybody who came through to support me today. Okay, let me get my my other screen up here where Giselle said, "Are you done? Because I'm going to breakfast, ho." We're not going to hash this out, not on my watch. But yes, if y'all are just now coming in, please go back and rewind the show. I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming over, though. Hit the like button, share the video, follow me on all my platforms at DYANAROZAY. Thank you to Lady D Keys for coming over and helping out by moderating. Okay. I appreciate all the fam that came through for the cookout. Y'all make sure y'all grab yourselves a doggy bag. Please and thank you. You're rocking with DYANAROZAY. And until the next time, I'll catch ya. Bye-bye, guys.